Hello, everyone. It is I, uh, here for stream number 92. And yes, we're getting close to the hundredth. I don't know how long I've been doing these. I've sort of, because I didn't do them, uh, for a while. Uh, Isaiah asks, what is my favorite puzzle type? Hey, I'm Nasty. I haven't seen you in a while. Uh, welcome. Uh, hey, Nell. Um, what is my favorite puzzle type? Oh boy. Uh, hey, Afraid Not. Afraid Not, if you stick around, I might do one of your puzzles later. What is my favorite puzzle type? I don't know. Um, I like region sum lines a lot. I like crop key. Um, I'm often a fan of a negative constraint and things. Uh, I like stuff that's unexpectedly constrained. Hey Jay Dyer. Hey David. Glad to see you here. All right. Well, hey Eckbert. Uh, all right. Well, let's just dive into this puzzle. I see a few things already. Um, we have, let's see, let me set up my windows here. I haven't quite moved everything around correctly. There we go. We have white crop key where the digits are consecutive, black crop key where the digits are in a 1:2 ratio, and all the lines are entropic lines. So 3 consecutive digits along an entropic line must contain a low digit from 1, 2, 3, a middle digit from 4, 5, 6, and a high digit from 7, 8, 9. Now, the thing I see immediately is that white crop keys, and Jay Dyer sees it too, white crop keys on an entropic line can only be 3, 4, or 6, 7. And that gives us a quad uh, in the corners of box 5. Now, these 3 cells are going to need a middle digit, which will be a 5. I guess this digit specifically is only a 2, 5, or 8. Uh, hey, Isabella, how's it going? Okay, what else do we see? Ah, that's the point. Uh, we also need a middle on these 3, so the 5 has to go in the middle. And the nice thing about that is now this is a 2 or an 8, so this can't be a 4 or a 6. So this one is a, whoops, I did that wrong. This one is a 4 or a 6. Uh, Do we dance? We dance. 5 in the middle of a puzzle. Let's save the dance. Uh, I think, I think we haven't fully earned a dance here yet. Let's see. Black dot here that sees this 4-6. No, Isaiah, they're all entropic. They're just colored differently to distinguish lines from each other. Yes. We can we can note that by entropic line, these are all middles, which is nice. We get a pair. Let's see. This is a 2, a 3, or an 8. I see that 3 actually breaks here. So this would be 3, 6, and this would be 4, and this would be 7. So this isn't, whoops, this isn't a 3. But now, let's see, either this is a 2, 4, in which case this is a 6, 7. Oh, sorry, this just is a 4. That's better. All right, so let's go ahead and do a 4 dance. I think this is a real dance now. Okay, so we get a 6 there, a 7 there. This is a 3 or a 4. Therefore, this is also a 3 or a 4. 7's gone, so this is a 3, 4 pair. Now this is a 6, and that's a 7. That's a 6. As Laura points out, this can't be a 5, so it goes outwards, 3 or 7. This just can't be 3, 4, though. So this is 6, 7. So that's a 4, that's a 3, that's a 4, that's a 3, that's a 4. This is a 2 or an 8. Afraid Not points out that we actually have that resolved. So this needs to be low now. This one is just a 9. We can write that in. This one is a 1 or a 2. And this one is 1, 2, or 3. This is a low. So it is 1 or 2. This is a high. So it's 8 or 9. This is a low, so it's 1 or 2. This is a high, so it's only an 8. So that's a 2. This isn't a 2. Todd points out that in these cells, we're going to have 8 and 9. So this isn't an 8, it's a 2. So that's a 1, that's a 2. Let's see. This is just low. It sees 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 by Sudoku. So it is a 1 or a 3, but it's not a 1 because we can't put a 2 here, so it's a 3 with a 4 here. That's a 1. This C is all high, so it's mid, so it's 5 or 6. So this is high. 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. And of these, it can only be 8. With a 4 here. Let's see, this is a mid. 5 or 6. We need a high on this line. It has to go here. So that's a 7 or a 9. So this is a 6 or an 8. Emma points out I can do better down at this line because we know this is high and it sees 7 and 8. So that's a 9. This is a low, so but it sees 1 and 3. Let's see, 3 in row 5 is placed per J. What are these digits? We still need a 1, which goes here. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 9. This is an 8. We only have, what, a 7 left in this column? What's left in this column? We still need a 1 that goes there, and this looks to be a 5. Let's see. This is mid, and it's a 4 or a 6. And I wrote 6, 7. 4 or 6. Let's see. 8 in row 1 is placed. I guess a 7 and a 9. The C's 1, 2, 3. And 6, so it's 4 or 5. This is low as a 1 or a 3. So this is a 2 or a 4, and it's not a 2. Or it's not a 4, rather. Uh-oh. Right. Not mid. That's the mid. It's high. Thank you. It's a 7 or a 9. Uh, this is still low, though. So it's a 1 or a 3. This is still a 2 or a 4, and it's a 2. Uh, let's see. This sees every low, so it's mid, so it's only 5. This is low, so it's 1 or 3. This is 2 or 4. That's a 6. All right. Hi there, Mehdi. Probably should be doing some Sudoku. 7 in row 4 and 8 in row 4. This is a naked 2. 2. Column 3. Uh-oh. Is there a digit I haven't marked at all? That's not true. What's gone wrong? Why did I fill a 7 in there? Yeah, whoops. Okay, well, we're back here. All right, this still sees all low, so it's high. So it's 7 or 9. This is low, so it's 1 or 3. This is 2 or 4. It's a 2. 8 is still here. This still sees all lows, so it's still a 5. This is a 1 or a 3. That's a 6. It's a 2 or a 4. These are still 2 and 5. Let's see, we need a 9 in this column, and it goes up here. So that's a 7, that's a 9, that's a 9. Now 7 in this column goes here. We need an 8 in the column, and a 2 and a 1. That's a 5 and a 2. What is this? That's just a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, so that's a 5. 7 and 9 left here. 5, 6 pair. 2 and 9. Row 2 finished. Yes. 4 and 3. But row 3. That's a 3. So we get a 1 and a 2. That's a 3. Box 1. 1 and 5. This is a 4. Box 7. See, we need a 6 and a 3. Let's see, 7 or 8 left in the row here. That's a, whoops, I misclicked. That's a 6. That's a 7. 9, 4, 5, 6, and I think that solved the puzzle. Nice. Cute start. All right. Gotta tell you, I'm a little bit under the weather today, so we might not be in for a full-length stream, but we're gonna solve some puzzles. So, Afraid Not's here. Let's do their puzzle that they posted to LMD. This one. Got our... This is the second puzzle, apparently, with this rule set. I haven't done the first one, but we will see how we go. All right, so a digit X in a circle has to have exactly X of its up to 8 surrounding digits be equal or consecutive to X. So these ones in the middle of a box, hey, Pink Maples, these ones in the middle of a box are very constrained. In fact, they can only be 1 or 2, really, because none of them can be equal, and we could have... and... hang on. I don't know if I did that right. Let me think about this. No, it is right. The 1 is simply satisfied by the 2. And then the 2 needs a 3 near it. So that actually works out. So I'm pretty sure this is correct. Which means this is at least 3. Which means... If it's a 3, that could be a 2. And these could be like 1 and 3. See, what if this tries to be 4? Jay Dyer says these are just a 3, 4, 5 triple. I'm sort of largely interested in this one on the edge. But yeah, none of these can ever be bigger than 5, because the best you can do is 2 in its own box and 3 in the neighboring box. So without much thought, this is a 3, 4, 5 triple. So one of these does have 2 in its own box and 3 in the neighboring box. Now this one can never get up to 5 because it can't have 3 in the neighboring box. Ones in the corner of a box can do better. All 3 of these could be in, but all 3 of these could be in. So that's 5, and then you could do 2 in its own box, so it can be up to 7. Right. Is it true that... Okay. I think we have the same logic over here. Yeah, since these aren't outside the box, the best they can do is... Or these can't reach outside the box, the best they could do is 2. So these are a 1-2 pair. Let's see. See, if this is 4, this is necessarily one of the ones it sees. Oh, that's a problem. Because it can't get more than 2 in this box, but it would only get 1 in this box. So this is actually a 3. And we get to do a 3 dance. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. Okay, and this 3 needs to touch a 2. And that's a 1. This is a 4-5 pair. We do have this circle to worry about. Todd has a point that we can't put the 3 in either one of these cells because these would both be 2. So actually we have to put the 3 in one of these cells, which means this is the 2 and that's the 1. Stop. Okay, let's think harder. That logic was not correct because 1 and 3 aren't adjacent. So, so it's absolutely fine to put the 3 wherever. See, I'm just going to write in that these are 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, this can't get above 4. And it's not 1 or 2. I think this one is either 1 or 4. But does 1 starve this one? No, not necessarily. You could put a 2 here and a 4 here and make these 3 and 5, maybe? No, that breaks. But I still think you could do it. Let's see, this is 2, 3, or 4 for what that's worth. Ah, yeah. Nice luck. Yeah, if this is... No, this can't be 4. Because then we'd have a 5. If this is 4, then we have a 5 here And these have to be 3, 4, and 5. So isn't it true that this has to be 5? With a 4 here and a 4, 5, and 6 here? Oh, no, that's not enough. Oh, but we could have a 6 in one of these as well. So this has to be the 5. That's a 4. One of these is the 6. That's not. These are 4, 5, and 6, and we can clean that up a little. And that makes this a 3. Right. Something with only its box to work with can never be above 2. Ambrose has a point. It's interesting. Something with with one box to work with can only be up to 2. Something with 2 boxes to work with can be as high as 5, and something with 4 boxes to work with can be as high as 7. Let's see. So this is a 4, and it already has a 3 and a 5 here. That's a good point, Jay, is that this is max 5, but it sees 3, 4, and 5 in the columns, so it's actually a 1 or 2, giving us a pair. And if you look at what this can be, it's a 1, 2, or a 7. If it's a 7, then all of these are 7 or consecutive with 7, which we don't know to be impossible. Jay Dyer did earlier have the cute point that if we don't put 7 in a circle, we can never disambiguate 7, 8, and 9 in this puzzle. Let's see. Eckbert says, yeah, this one is also 1, 2, because it's 1 to 5, and it also sees 3 or 4 or 5. So that is 1, 2. Now this is 7, which is going to help us out a lot. That's a 6, a 4, and a 5. This is a 7 or an 8 only. All 3 of these have to be from 6, 7, 8. And all 3 of these have to be from 6, 7, 8. That's just a 6, 8 pair. So that's a 7. That's an 8. See, that's no longer a 4. It was never a 4. That's a 6. That's an 8. That's a 6. That's a 7. That's a 9, 7, and 6. Yeah, that was huge. This is a pair. We need a 3. No, we don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need an 8 and a 9, and we know the order. This 1 or 2 has to be satisfied but I think it can still be a 1 or a 2. Oh, 8 in box 2, Egbert points out, is pinched there. This is a really cool puzzle. And an interesting rule set, and I think you could do a lot with it, possibly. Four, let's see. It gets 2 in this box, so it has to have 2 in this box. So that has to be a 4. This is a 3 or a 5. And that will satisfy both of these circles. Kodak says this is naked. It's not 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So it's a 4. Rules are cut off in the stream. Oh, sorry about that. There you go. Okay, what's left in this column? We still need a 1, a 2, and a 3. Let's see. 1 in box 4 goes in one of these cells. Actually, along with the... No, I almost said something that's not true. This is now limited because of these cells. Yeah. Oh, right. This still needs to see a 3, so that's there. So this isn't a 3. So that's going to impact this, which already sees 1 and 2 in one of these cells, but it needs to see a 3rd, which it can only see with a 4 here. Yeah, if this is a 2, then that'll be next to it, that'll be next to it, and this one will be next to it, so that's too many. So this is only a 1. That's a 2. Now this has to be a 3 to keep the 1 down. That's a 1. That's a 2. So this has to be a 3 to satisfy it. That's a 1. Which a 1 in the middle of a box is always satisfied. That's a 2. That's a 1. Let's see. Two can't go next to the 1 here. Or we're too many. So this is our 2. So this needs to be a 3. Ones are done. Let's see. We get one here. We get one here. We get one here. We get one here. Let's see, we just have a triple left in column 5. We need a 2, which goes up here. We still need a 5, 6, 7, and a 9. And this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, we can write our 9 in there. And this is a 4 and a 5. It's all going to hinge on this cell. The only way this gets satisfied is if we have a 3 and a 4 there, I do believe. I'm just gonna mark all of these. Yeah. We can start thinking. Yeah, where's 3 going in this box? Not in this row, but we can't actually put it in this row, or this is going to see too many things. No. Oh no, it's this. This has to be a 5. I was talking nonsense. This isn't even satisfied. So that's going to have to be a 3. And this box is done. I'm going to pencil these. Sure. Let's see. 3, 9. That's a 2. Okay, we need to start thinking about, let's see. 4, 5, 8. So this can't be a 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 5, 6, or 7. 7 looks completely out of the question. 6 even, we'd get one of these. We could get this. Now, if we got all 3 of these, that seems doable. Right. We only have one of these. 6 is not doable. So this is a 5. And we get these 2, and not these, and not that. So we have to get all 3 of these. So that's going to be a 6. And these are from, that's a 6. And this is a 4 or a 5. It's just a 4. And I think that's going to solve the puzzle. So if we look at what these are, there we go. Nice. Yeah, it was, I mean, obviously it's the first puzzle I've solved with this rule, but it was a little hard for me to keep track of what satisfies what and what our count is. But I'm also a little off my game today, so yeah, very neat that a pure puzzle worked here. And it was smooth. All right. Let us see what we're doing here. Well, while we're doing novel constraints, let's do another one called Crop Key Drops by Juggler. Let me give Juggler a ping here. Open this up. Let's see, rules are probably cut off. Rules in the description. Link in the chat. And take it out of the bucket and give Juggler a ping. Okay. Normal Sudoku rules. A white drop counts the number of digits in the indicated direction that differ from it by 1. And a black drop counts the number of digits Yeah, counts the number of digits in that direction that are in a 1-to-2 ratio with it. Now, we do have these special ones, and this one, that since they're pointing along a line, they can't be bigger than 2. Hey, Doomdiot, welcome. Oh, I missed one? Oh, yeah, this, oh, and this, yes. But this one also, just can't be bigger than 2. And that one's interesting. Because if it's 1, it needs to see a 2 in one of these cells. And if it's 2, these are a 1-3 pair. Right, this points into a single box, so it's also 1 or 2. And now we're getting really constrained with things pointing into, with 1s and 2s pointing into. Oh, right, not necessarily a pair. They'd be from 1 and 3. Let's see. But we have this pointing into box 8 and this pointing into box 8. Let's see. It's interesting that this drop points at these drops. This one is max 3. A cell behind a white drop. A cell behind a white drop in a row or column can't be 1 or 2 without breaking the drop. I'm gonna need a little help with that. If row 1, column 6 is 1, row 3, column 6 is 2 without seeing a 1. That's true. So this can't be a 1. And if this is a 2, this is a 1 without seeing a 2. So this is a 3, and we get to do a 3 dance. Oh, I believe Jay Dyer was correct. I just didn't get it. do 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 woo do 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 woo do 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 woo do 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 whoop. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. And now these are all from 2 and 4. And now this can't be a 2 anymore, because it can't see a 3. So that's just a 1. Right. And we can use Jay's point again to say that this digit can't be a 1 or a 2. So if this is a 2, this has to be a 3 with that being a 1. So this is always a 1. Because if this is a 2, this is a 3 and that's a 1. But if this is a 1, one of these is a 2 and that's a 1. So this is always a 1. Now this one can't be a 2. Because it can't see 1 in here. So this is also a 1. Oh, yeah. This is a 2 now, so that's a 4. So that's a 1. So one of these is a 2, which is fine. And it's not this one, because that breaks this. So that's our 2. So let's see. This can't be 3. Because it can't see 3 6s. And it's not 1 or 2. If this is 4, then all of these need to be 2 or 8, which is achievable. And that's the only thing it can't be. So that's a 4, that's a 2 and an 8. That's a 2, that's an 8, that's a 4. That's a 1 and is satisfied. That's cool. This is 3, 5, or 6. See, I don't think 5 is actually possible. Oh, row 6, column 5. Let's see is 1, 2, and 8. Let's see. 3 is possible. 4 is not possible. Let's see. Oh yeah, we can put our 2 here. Right, this could only be 3 or 4, and it's not 4, so it's 3, and these are all 6s. Let's see, can we place 2s anywhere else? And we still need to see a 1 somewhere. And it can only go there. Okay, so yeah, I believe 5 is not possible. Four and 6 are completely gone here. So then all of these would have to, no, 5 is crazy. 3, you wouldn't be able to get one here. You could get 1 here and 1 here. So 3 isn't possible. So this is 6. So these will need to be 5 and 7, and we'll have to put 5 and 7 on the diagonal. But this is a 1 by Sudoku, so this is a 5-7 pair. See, this is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8, so that's 9. One here. 5 or 7, so that's 1, and I think that's all of them, yeah. And now this is known to be a 3. See, this is minimum 4. Let's see. If this is 2, it needs to see 2 1 4s. Which you can see by 4s in these 2 cells. So 2 is possible. 3 is not possible. Can't see enough 6s. Uh, Oh, and there's a 4 in the box. Okay. So it's just 2, and these have to be 4s uh, to satisfy it. Now this one is at least 5. I don't think it can be 5. So this couldn't be 4, 6. This could be 6, so that's 1, 2. This can't be 4, 6, so 5 isn't possible. Let's see if this is 6. I think we're going to have a hard time with that as well. So we don't have enough things that can be 5 or 7. So I think this is going to have to be 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these are all 6, 8. I think that is possible. That's 7. That's 8. That's 6 or 8. That's 8. That's 6. That's 8. So we get our 5 and our 7 there. And now it should just be Sudoku. Let's see. 2 in box 9 goes there. 4 goes there. Let's see. How we doing on 2s? 2. We have a little Zack wing left. 4s. We can place one there. We can place one there, and now this is known to be a 9. Oh, we can place 6s. We can place one there. We can place one there. Ah. I quit 4s a little too soon. Right, we get a 6 here. That's an 8. Now 6 in this column goes here. Oh, and that's all of them. Left in row 1, 2, and 5. Let's see. Left in this box. 3, 8, 9. This column. 3, 5, 9. I need to be a little more intentional here. 8s. Yeah. This is an 8 for the column. This is a 3, and this is now a 9. This is the other 2, 5. It's 2, 5, or 7. 8 there. Eight there. By uniqueness, that's going to have to be a 7. Let's see. Column 4. Let's see. This is 5 or 9. Five. Sorry, this is 7 or 9. Let's see. 3 and box 6. It's in one of these. That's not 3. Let's see. One of these is 5. So that's not 5. Let's see. Only 3 things left in this row. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 7, and 9. Oh, this 2. It isn't seeing a 3 yet. That'll help. Thank you, Egbert. I hadn't realized that wasn't done. So that's a 5. 7 and 5. 5, 2, and 7. 2 and 5. And now we're done. Nice. Afraid Not says we probably should have marked this as 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It would have made the puzzle go faster. All right. Let's do another puzzle. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Sure, let's do this killer. No solution check, apparently, for this puzzle. All right, so we have digits can't repeat in cages and must sum to the given digit. We'll use our killer calculator. Let's see, I'll show a little more of this just in case. All right, what have we got? Ba, 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 ba. Eight needs a 1 in it. Yeah. Hi, David. Yeah, this is a lot of Midley cages. So we've got a 1 in one of these. Uh, let's see. Mehdi says this one flat out can't have a 1. So if this one tries to have a 1, let's say it had a 1 here. That would force a 1 there and a 1 into the 20 cage, which we can't have. So yes. So this is 2, 3, 5. And we can't have a 2 here either, so this doesn't have a 5. So this is 1, 3, 4. That's not a 3. Let's see. We can't actually make this one 2, 5. Because we can't have both a 2 and a 5 in this, because we'd need a 10 to go with it. So this is also 1, 3, 4. Yes, 3, 8, 9 now in the 20. There is a 3 in the 17 cage. Let's see, there's a 3 in one of these and a 3 here. So this 10 cage has no 3. It's true. So it definitely has a 1. See, is it having a 4? Your problem? Well, the 1 is in one of these cells. So these aren't 1. So that is 1. So we get a 1 dance. Do 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 wee do 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 woo do 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 wah. Do, 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 whoop. Right, so now we can't have 3s or 4s. So this is just 1, 2, 7. Yeah, this is 3 with a 14. I hadn't appreciated that. And another 14. So these are 3, 5, 9, 6, 8. So that no 3 there. So the rest of the box is 1, 2, 4, 7. So let's see. We need a 4 up here. We need a 2 up in box 5. There we go. Where do 8 and 9 go in box 4? They go here. So that's not 4. So that is 4. So this is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 6 and 7. Could write the triple into the column. We still need a 1, a 2, a 5, and a 5. Ah, 8 and 9 in row 6 have to go there and there. So this is a 5, 6 to go with it. Ah, 8, 9 in box 1 and 6, 7 in box 1. Let's see. 1 in column 6 is in the 17 cage, so it can only be 179. Very nice. Thank you, Jay and James Williams. This 9 points up, so that's 8, that's 9, that's 5. This is 3, 6, 8. So that's a 9, that's an 8, no 5 there. Got a 5 in one of these cells. Yeah, 9 placed here. I mean, I guess we could write that these are just from 2, 5, 7. So you should know what this is. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 6. Let's see, 7 and 6. These aren't 7. Uh, 7 here rules 7 out of there. 6, 8, and 9 actually are a triple here. No 9 there. This 1 looks over. Six, eight, nines go with 2, 3, 5s in an 11 cage. But the 9 in the row has to go in one of these. So one of these is the 2, not 5, 2. So that's not 2. Seven in row 3, yeah. Number of people are saying it. So the 7 in row 3 joins the 1. So that's a 2, 5, and 7. So that's 1 and that's 7. No 1 there. Let's see. This is just a 2 for the row. Let's see. No 2 in this cage. Yes, 7 is ruled out of here and 9 is ruled out of here. So we definitely have an 8 in here. So I have an 8 in one of these cells. Mm. 3 and 4 here. Thank you, David. Let's see. Since we have a 3 or 4 in here, we can't have a 1 in here. So 1 goes over here. Along with the other... sorry, I was about to say something wrong, but the 1 does go over here. So this can't be 3, 4, 5... Let's see, this would have to be 3, 8, and 4, 5. Let's see. Oh, 9 in box 2. Yes, this is an 8-9 pair. Very good. So this is a pair, and that ought to help us out. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 and 6. So no 5 or 6 here. Oh, now 6 is just ruled out. So this is uh um yeah, it is 3, 4, 5, 8, and I just said how it would have to work. This would be the one. Right. This is 3 4s. Right, no 2, so that's a 2, 3 and 5, 4 and 3. So now this is 4 and 5. That's 3 and 8. That's a 4, 1 and 3. Right, that's how I was doing it before. Let's see. We should know this digit. Looks like a 2. Let's see, might as well write in this triple. Oh, well, no 8, 9. I'll write in that one of these is a 2. Right, let's write in this triple. 1, 2, 3. We need a 4, a 5, and a 6. Yeah, there is. Yeah. Uh, this is between, let's see, this is between 11 and 13. Uh, so this is 4, 5, 6, but uh, the 4 doesn't work by math. And we have a 6, 8, 9 triple, so that's just a 5, right? So this is a 2, 3. So this is our 8, 9 pair. That's a 6. You get 4 and 3, so that's a 9 and an 8. Yeah, 7 left in row 2, and this is a pair of 1 and 4. All right. Let's see, 15 cage, no 1, no 2. It's not 4, 5, 6. So yes, it definitely has a 3. So no 3 there. See, this is not 4, 5. It's not 3, 6. It's 1, 8 or 2, 7. I think 1, 8 could go either way, and 2, 7 could go exactly this way. See, 2, 7 would make that a 6, that a 7. There'd be, this would be 3 with a 4, 8. That seems okay. True, true. I like that. This needs a 7 or an 8. That combines with these to make a triple. So that is a 6. And now... Oh, that got us less than I was hoping for. Yeah, 7 and 8 in box 9 are shared. Nine cage can't be 2. 9 cage can't be 2, 7 anymore. So the 9 cage just is 1, 8. That's a 2. This is 3, 5, 7. And that is going to be huge. Uh, 3 and 8, 7 and 1, 9 and 3. Let's see. This is 6, 5, and we'll just let Mark do the last 2 digits for us. That is very nice. Oh, I say it would totally be me and Chad that would beat Zeta 100%. Uh, I don't know. He's slightly better at scanning than I am, but uh, yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, I am gonna have to wrap up stream there for today. Um, uh, not not feeling the best. Uh, but thank you all for hanging out today. Did some I don't think Zeta is going to challenge us. Uh yep. So we have ongoing puzzle videos on the channel, and Zeta Math will be back on Sunday. Uh thank you everyone for joining. Please like the stream, please subscribe, and thank you to those of you who are able to support the stream financially. It means everything to us, and but also just thank you all for being such a great community. We'll see you soon on the channel. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.